Now suppose there is a municipal bond given to you, and the municipal bond, it gives you a yield of 7.5%. Okay, so it gives you a yield of 7.5%. Okay, and we are evaluating, okay, for a investor. Okay, so this investor is in the 30% tax bracket, so his tax rate is 30%. Okay, so we are evaluating that whether he should invest in the 10% yield corporate bond, or he should invest in the municipal bond which is having 7.5% tax free rate, right? So what we have to do is we have to get the before tax yield of this, because this municipal bond, it is nothing but the after tax yield. So you know the after tax yield, so you have to get the before tax yield for municipal bond. Now this before tax yield for municipal bond is also called as tax equivalent yield. So you need to compute the tax equivalent yield for this bond. Tax equivalent yield is nothing but the before tax yield. So what we can write is, if we can bring this over here, so we can say that your tax equivalent yield will be equal to your after tax yield divided by 1 minus your tax rate. Okay, right? So this after tax yield can also be written as tax free yield. So your tax free yield divided by 1 minus the tax rate, right? So your tax equivalent yield can be written over here. Now we can find out the tax equivalent yield for this municipal bond. We'll say that since we are getting 7.5% as a tax free, okay, and our tax rate is 1 minus, so the tax rate is 0.3. So how much we are making over here? 7.5 divided by 1 minus 0.3, okay, and bracket close. So you will get 10.714%. So you would say that the tax equivalent yield I am getting is 10.714%, right? Now which is better? This is better or 10% is better? You will say that 10.714 is better, right? So this is one way to do. Another way to do is this 10% bond, you compute the after tax yield and then you compare it with respect to the municipal bond yield. So 10% after tax yield you will get is 10 into 1 minus 0.3, you will get as 7%, and in the municipal you are getting as 7.5. so you will say that municipal is better than this.